This submitter stopped at a red light in their 2016 Tesla Model S. All of a sudden, they got rear-ended by a Honda at 80 miles per hour. The Honda pushed the Tesla into the Mercedes in front of them. The Honda and the Tesla were both totaled, but the Mercedes was able to be repaired. Honda bump. The submitter quickly replaced their wrecked Tesla with a new Model X. Galarian sent us this clip of a Tesla Model X crashing into his car. Looks like the video game version of autopilot doesn't work so well. This submitter was waiting at a red light when some oncoming cars were turning. Another car came flying from the side only to T-bone a Tesla Model X at around 95 miles per hour. The Model X driver had to be transported to the hospital. While this submitter was approaching an intersection, they had no idea that the whole area was covered in black ice. They couldn't stop in time and rear-ended the car in front of them, and that car tapped the car in front of it. After the accident, a green sedan came flying down the road and slammed into a red pickup. This submitter was driving 40 miles per hour on a road in Guanajuato when a speeding Ford Mustang hit the side of their car. The Mustang sustained severe damage to its headlights and front bumper cover. The submitter asked us to shout out their friend Aaron for helping them make this video. This submitter was confused about why their car wasn't moving, but then they discovered they'd forgotten to release the parking brake. After sorting that out, they were driving down the highway when another driver on their left appeared to be lagging. He crashed into a pole, and even though his car flipped around, he managed not to hit the submitter. The submitter added that they're glad we don't lag in real life. Vans was driving his friend Leno in Greenville on a Tuesday morning. He waited for a red light to change, and when it did, a Ford F-150 T-boned him. The driver of a Porsche 964 behind him pulled over to check on everyone. Amazingly, there were no serious injuries. Bacon's Our Pro sent us this footage and said, "Someone on the phone crashed into me. We hope that this incident was resolved peacefully in the end." This submitter was driving their Tesla Model 3 when they were cut off, leading to an accident. For whatever reason, nobody found it necessary to call the cops. This submitter had just pulled out onto the road when they noticed an Acura driver road raging with the driver of a Lincoln. Suddenly, the Lincoln brake-checked the Acura. This caused an insane pile-up accident. A speeding Dodge driver rear-ended the Acura and sent it flying into the submitter's lane with no time to stop. This caused them to spin around. After the accident, the Lincoln driver lied to the police, telling them he'd stopped for a dog crossing the road. The police, EMS, and firefighters were called to the scene. Miraculously, everyone was okay. All 4 cars were totaled, and the Acura and Dodge drivers were both found to be at fault. The submitter received a settlement of $40,000 US, which they used to replace their Kia K5 with a 2023 Kia Sportage. In this next clip, our submitter started off stuck in deep snow. After freeing their car, they went a little too hard on the juice pedal, leading to what could have been a very cold demise. Luckily, first responders arrived quickly enough to extract them from the car. The submitter added, "Love you, Wham Baam. Aww." Andrew was on the St. Louis freeway when he witnessed a speeding vehicle crash into an oncoming Tesla, sending it flying. The Model 3 was deemed a total loss after insurance estimated the damage at $143,000 US. The other driver was hurt badly in the crash and was taken to the hospital. It turned out he was drunk and was later arrested. Andrew started watching our videos in 2021 and has been hooked ever since. Thanks, Andrew. A Honda Integra Type R slammed into the back of our submitter's Tesla Model 3. This totaled the Honda and left the Tesla in the shop for 5 months waiting for replacement parts. We hope your Tesla is back on the road soon. This submitter's old pink Chevy had come to a complete stop behind a Volkswagen when a Hyundai Santa Fe came out of nowhere and smashed into a Toyota Camry. The impact was so hard that it pushed the Hyundai into the Volkswagen. Bystanders contacted the police. The repair estimates for all the cars totaled $60,000 US, and all but the Volkswagen were totaled. While this submitter was driving their Porsche Taycan Turbo, do you think Porsche knows what turbo means? At approximately 250 to 300 miles per hour, they approached an upward curve on the track. The Porsche went flying and landed in a way that would have totaled a real car. Thankfully, it's just a game. The submitter adds, "Wham Bam, go fast, man." They also wanted to give a shout out to their girlfriend Kristen for encouraging them to win even if they lose in the end. Dolce was driving his 2023 Toyota Tundra when he ran a red light and hit a drunk driver head-on. 5 minutes later, the cops showed up and gave Dolce a huge ticket for running a red light and hitting a car. The other driver was arrested for driving while under the influence. This submitter was driving a pickup truck, and when the light turned green, they proceeded to make their turn. That's when another guy burned rubber before turning into the wrong lane. The cops lit the guy up. We've got to say, that's some sweet instant justice. This submitter was having some fun driving on a highway in the Philippines. Suddenly, the vehicle in front of them crossed the road and hit an oncoming vehicle, causing a 3-car accident. What we don't see in this video is the submitter trying to find their way back onto the road after falling into the unfinished portion of the game's map.